Well, at least they fought to the bitter end. I
Yep.
don't I don't know if that's the healthiest way to heal, but to each their own, I guess. Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to another episode of the Trajan Temple Sportcast. I am your host, professional wrestler and Kansas City Chiefs fanatic, Christian Temple, joined by my side, as always, by the terrible towel twirling Trajan. How are you this fine week, sir?
Drunk. I don't know. Just oh yeah, I don't know what to say on that one.
Boy, that was a tough Thursday night outing for one Pittsburgh Steelers at on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. But we will continue on that note in just a moment. But we are going to start on a very happy note, and as most of you know now, the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely obliterating the Las Vegas Raiders. So let's hear it, Kingdom. How about those Chiefs? You want to talk about a statement win. My goodness gracious. That was awesome. That was so much fun to see in person. That almost got the bad taste of the Giants game seeing that at Arrowhead out of my mouth. Not going to lie. Because the literally the very first play, the defense struck, and it was so beautiful. Jerron Reed stripping the ball out of Josh Jacobs' hands, and Mike Hughes returning it in the corner of the end zone that my wife and I were watching the game at. We were 21 rows away from where that all took place, and as much as I had in the parking lot, that is literally the only play I remember from the first quarter because that got me hyped. Um, I don't even remember the sack that Chris Jones and Melvin Ingram shared right off the bat. But speaking of sacks, wow, what a day for Kansas City. 5 total sacks for the Chiefs defense this week. Half a sack Chris Jones, half a sack Melvin Ingram, Frank Clark half a full sack by Tershawn Wharton, and a sack and a half for Alex Okafor. So just the whole defense just really spreading the love on that. 2 forced fumbles for Mike Hughes, 1 forced fumble Jerron Reed, 2 fumble recoveries, or excuse me, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery by the Honey Badger. The defense was just busy during that game. It's very rare that I talk about them first over the offense, but we will move on to the offense now. Patrick Mahomes, a much better showing this week compared to weeks past. A QBR of 146, 2 touchdowns, and get this, no interceptions this week. Crazy. He could still have games like that. Amazing. 20 out of 24. I was actually shocked it was only it was under 30 passes, honestly. It felt like there was more. But yeah, 20 completions out of 24 attempts for only 258 yards. One, a high volume passing game. But you know what? When you have 2 passing touchdowns, and no interceptions, I can't complain about that at all. As far as rushing, this was kind of funny because our number 1 rusher was Derek Gore. And the only reason for that is because he broke off the game, or, well, I guess it wasn't really game sealing. The game was over well by that. But a 51-yard touchdown run after the defense got their 4th takeaway in that game, jumping him ahead of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who had 2 touchdowns, but only 37 yards rushing for the whole game. Mahomes rushing four times for 20 yards, and Darrell Williams rushing twice for 8 yards, but a receiving touchdown in his own right. The number 1 receiver for Kansas City, Tyreek Hill, 4 receptions for 76 yards, so an average of 19 yards per catch. That ain't a bad day. Josh Gordon, though, boy oh boy was he due. And when I saw him catch that and run to the end zone, I said, yes, finally, his time has come. I was really expecting his first touchdown probably coming to playoffs or something like that, just out of nowhere. But nope, they called his alma mater, Baylor on the play, and he comes from the outside, runs straight in towards the interior, catches the ball, and just wide open lane into the end zone. So congratulations, Josh Gordon, and congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for showing the AFC West that the Raiders are still not shit. Although they still they still have a chance to make the playoffs. Looking at the Raiders side of things, oh my God, Derek Carr, oof, not a good looking deal. Although he did have a passing touchdown, it's a Hunter Renfrow, good for him. He didn't get shut out, but the worst loss, or the biggest scoring difference between the two teams since 1968, when the Raiders beat the Chiefs 41-6. It took us that long, but finally we got our big stopping victory, and now we have the record. So take that, Vegas. But now that we've got the happiness, we were going from the sublime to the ridiculous, from the penthouse to the outhouse. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's episode of I Don't Want to Talk About It. And boy, does Trajan not want to talk about it, but I am more than excited to hear him talk about it. The floor is yours, my friend.
I can at least say this. I can still be disappointed. Oh my gosh. I was looking forward to this game. I was kind of leery for all the reasons that I said last week, with Kirk Cousins being just lights out. Then I get an alert that Dalvin Cook is going to be playing, so I'm like, okay, they don't got any excuses when they lose, but man, did he come out running. Oh my gosh, come out from an injury, a shoulder injury, as a running back. I mean, you're hitting into people. You didn't even have to hit into people. I could have ran through those holes. It was terrible. We did 196 yards allowed to him in the first half alone. He did 205 rushing all day because he didn't really need any more after that. But yeah, no. Big Ben, the offense was not there the first half. I've actually never seen Big Ben that mad at people before. He was furious. Mm-hmm. People were not doing their job, not even blocking. There was a screenshot I saw. It was 3 linemen blocking one guy and let 2 free running people right into Big Ben. Mm-hmm. So he was taking a beating. I was like, oh my gosh, he is going to get injured in this. But he fought through. He had a decent day, 28 yards, 28 pass attempts for 40 pass attempts, 28 completions. I got it there that time. Too much aviation. 308 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That 1 interception, maybe a little bit bends, but it was more like Deontay giving up on the route. Mm-hmm. And so that wasn't great. Najee, it's a little skewed. 20 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown rushing, 2 total all day. Most of those yards came in the second half. Were they really playing the run? Not so much. So I would like to say Najee was a beast and got his yards in there, but no, he did not until the end. But Chase Claypool had himself a game. Mm-hmm. 8 catches for 9 attempts, 93 yards. But he was probably the biggest controversy of the game with the first down. It's my first down dance. I need to do this with a few seconds left on my clock.
Oh man.
Just
unbelievable. Just the football IQ I have never seen there. So low.
It was not there.
And I thought it couldn't get any worse than Najee thinking that there was no what did he say about overtimes again?
He didn't think there was a tie.
I didn't think it in tie. So that's I didn't think it could get any worse than that.
Pass.
Oh man,
ties don't happen that often, but
the clock situation. That's just
I mean, to start out, he did his personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, blatant. You got a good catch out of it. Be happy with the good catch. I mean, so what? The guy pushed you out of bounds. That should have been really called first,
Right.
um, but I mean, just go back to the huddle. You got your good catch. You just schooled him. Don't worry about it. And then, I mean, he goes. It's called a fumble. It was reversed there,
That was
but
close.
that was
I really
very
couldn't
close.
tell if that was going to get called back or if that was going to stand
I
because it was
I couldn't tell
at
either.
that point I was like, man, they're probably going to stick with the call on the field on that one, but that they did overturn that, and that was a oof.
But it was a
I
stupid play.
I thought that was going to be the turning point of the game for you guys right there. Like that was the
Yeah.
break you needed, and then you get back into the rhythm. But it just kept going
Oh,
south from there, unfortunately.
the first half was dreadful. You didn't need to watch the first half if you're a Steelers fan. Vikings fan, I mean, that was, oh my gosh, you're probably drunk with happiness there. But no, it was not good. So we go in, we're shut out in the first half. We come out, third quarter's not looking much better. Like 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Suddenly we're alive. Oh shit, we're about to lose. Let's score some points. We score a touchdown, and we make a ferocious comeback.
Yes.
We get 2 interceptions on Kirk Cousin, almost as many as he has on the year in one game. And our offense is humming. Part of that is Big Ben just going to no huddle. He's always been great in no huddle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why they don't do it more, but it's what.
Whoa, hold on a second. What just happened there? My beard is gone. I'll remember as we were talking about how the Steelers lost. I mean, what?
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah, rub that
So,
in.
I would like to send my sincerest apologies to the fans out there, to the viewers. I don't know what happened. It just seems like the recording just all of a sudden just Sudoku'd itself in the middle of Trajan's rant there of the Steelers game. But we will make sure to have the whatever issue was remedied for next week's episode. So I am terribly sorry about the sudden change of pace in this one too, and I'm sorry that you have to see the clean shaven face after a few weeks of being used to the beard. I know it's weird. But on that note, again, our sincerest apologies. Once again, this coming Thursday, the Kansas City Chiefs will be on the road at SoFi Stadium taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in a must-win game for Kansas City if they wish to control their own destiny and take home the, oh my gosh, I can't remember. Is it that would be their sixth straight AFC West title? Let's see.
Who cares? Who cares?
And meanwhile, in the land of bouncing back and hoping to at least make it into the playoffs, what do the Steelers have on tap this week?
We got a big game at home versus the Tennessee Titans. Even though the Derrick Henry-less Tennessee Titans, still the Tennessee Titans nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big game. Everyone from here on out is do or die. So we got to win this one. So hopefully noon on Sunday, get that win.
It doesn't get more must-win than that for Pittsburgh right now. I mean, last week kind of helped with the Ravens losing and the Cincinnati Bengals losing, but you can't just rely on other teams losing. You got to make your own luck, and
Win.
And you know what? I am more than happy to admit it. I will be rooting for the Steelers because if the Chiefs can take care of business against Los Angeles and you guys knock Tennessee down, that will put us one step closer to that coveted 1 seed, which we really, really would like to have, especially the way these playoffs are constructed nowadays. But once again, thank you so much, everybody, for bearing with us. Like I said, we will make sure this gets remedied, and that's something that we won't have to worry about in the upcoming future with episodes. But in the meantime, please click the like if you really enjoyed the video. Click subscribe if you super enjoyed it. And please tell all your friends. Thank you again so much for sticking with us every step of the way. Week 14 is in the books, and we are just on the outside looking in of the playoffs. And we hope to see you
there. Those towels twirling.
keep those towels twirling, and hopefully not under your eyes, clearing your tears. We shall see after this Sunday. But in the meantime and in the between time, this is Temple and Trajan signing off.